Namaskar. Hello everyone. I'm RVD and a very warm welcome to my YouTube channel. A sincere request, if you have not subscribed yet, do subscribe my YouTube channel and do spread it across to all your friends and acquaintances. So in this, we'll go ahead with the next video of my playlist, Placement Interview Questions on C Programming. We have rightly completed the basic fundamentals of input-output. Now we only left with fill width, precision and flags, and that is what we will be looking at step by step. So in this video, we'll be looking at fill width that is provided by C programming. So the question is, what is the concept of fill width in C? Now as I said, input-output, the basic functions are already being done, that is scanf and printf. So if you want a better control over my input and output, I'll be using the concept of fill width. Now fill width is the only concept which can be used with scanf as well as printf. When fill width with scanf is being considered, it represents the maximum number of characters that can be accepted. So I can bound my input. Okay, so you look at the statement, it is the concept which represents maximum number of characters that can be accepted for a given argument. Now try to understand. Your user may give more characters or more digits for my input, but I'll be able to keep a restriction or a bound on how many characters maximum I should be accepting for the given input. It's such a wonderful facility. So let us take some example to understand what it means. Okay, so as an example, suppose I want to accept a simple integer. Let's say if I do simply scanf, okay, %d %a. Here I have not used any concept of fill width and all. I'm simply taking one simple scanf. So if at all I had given an input, or user has given an input 234 and user presses enter, 234 will be stored in A. That's a normal scanf. Now I can make use of fill width. So if I use fill width like this is how fill width is used. Okay, between %sign and between format specifier, I can specify the fill width. Now as I just now said, it is the maximum number of characters that can be accepted. So now see, while doing this scanf, I'll be accepting maximum 2 characters, not more than that. Now when we say maximum 2, it could be even lesser than that. That is 1 also, but not more than 2. Clear? So in that case, whenever I say this, and if this particular thing is being done, see what it does. In your input, you have 3 characters. So you'll be only taking the first 2. That is 23, and that will be taken as an input and that will be stored in your A. And that's the basic concept behind the fill width with scanf. So if at all I want to read, maybe user might be giving let's say multiple digits, but I want to read one after the other, let's say 3 digits separately. So suppose assume that I have ABC with me, I'll be able to write it like this: scanf %1d %1d %1d, okay, and %a %b %c. Are you getting something? Now, even if user has given 3-digit number, let's say user has given 475, 4 will be stored in A, 7 will be stored in B, and 5 will be stored in C. Because maximum for every argument what I can read is one digit. Isn't it? That's a wonderful concept, and it can be used in variety of programs whenever we require to take input in this constrained manner. Okay, let us take one more example, maybe to better understand how this may lead to sometimes the confusion. Okay, so let's go ahead. So suppose this is what I have. Let's say I have taken int a, comma b, declared that scanf let's say 2d %3d %a %b. Okay, now suppose user has given input like this: 354, that is 354 space 18, and user has pressed enter. Now I want you to think what would be the value that will be stored in A and what will be the value that will be stored in B. Okay, maybe I can take a pause of let's say 5 to 10 seconds. You think about it, and then maybe I'll be giving you the answer and also the explanation. So again, I repeat my question. What do you think would be the value that will be stored in A, and what will be the value stored in B? Okay, do keep in mind the format specifier and fill width that is being used. So for first one it is %2D, and for second one it is %3D. Okay. Yeah, you might have got some answers with you. Okay, now let me tell you the answers, and you yourself can cross check whether they are correct or not. So what I get in the first input is 35, and the second one will be 4. I don't know how many of you have given the correct answers, but this is how it will be. I'll tell you why. Now when I say %2D, I'll be taking maximum 2 digits for the first one. So that gets stored in A. As soon as 35 is gone, the next available input is 4, then space, and then 18. You know, space is the delimiter which separates the one input from the other. So now after 35 is being read, the next available input is 4. Are you getting it? And you know, for %3D, I can maximum read 3, not more than 3. Can I read less than 3? That is 2 or 1? Yes, you can. So 4 will be obviously read by B and will be stored in B. And to our surprise, this 18 gets stored or gets temporarily pending in the buffer, input buffer. The surprising part is, if at all you have one more scanf later on in your program, it won't wait for the program for the user to give input. That 18 which is pending in the input buffer will be taken. Okay, forget about that. But currently, this is how the input will be stored in A and B. So that was scanf with, that was fill width with scanf. Keep that in mind. Fill width with scanf gives you maximum. Okay, that is maximum which can be read, not more than that. Fine. Let's go ahead with the next one. That is fill width with printf. As fill width with scanf gives you maximum, here fill width with printf gives you minimum. That is, the minimum number of characters must be shown or displayed for a given output or a given argument. Okay, so that's what you can see here. It represents minimum number of characters that must be displayed for a given argument. So minimum is being specified. Means what? It can't be lesser than that. Utne characters to display karne hi hai. What if it is lesser than that? We require padding character. In short, we have to come up to that level. I'll come with the example, don't worry. So the padding character by default is a blank space. So you'll be able to see that effect on the screen. Okay, let's look at the example. So suppose I have int a equal to 23. If I do printf, starting with the simple one first, %d, and a, you're going to get output as 23 straight away, no problem at all. But if at all I specify the fill width, which I'm specifying here is 5, %5d. Now when I do that, what it means is it should have minimum 5 characters while displaying the output. So how many are there right now? 2, 3. That is 2 characters or 2 digits, or I can say it can be represented as characters when it comes to output. So there are 2. I want minimum 5. 5 se kam nahi chalega. So how many extra characters or padding characters I need? 3. Because I already have 2. So if you look at the output for this, it is going to be blank space, blank space, blank space, and then 2, 3. You can see the fill width is being kept properly as 5. 5 ke niche nahi chhapa usne. So for the given argument, 5 characters are being displayed. 2 from the output and 3 padding characters. See, by default, the padding characters are always displayed before. As we'll go ahead in the further videos, you'll see there's a concept of flags which can also be used to shift those padding characters after the output if required. Okay, now let us see how exactly we can have it for some other examples. Like suppose if at all I have int a equal to 4785 and b equal to 27. Okay, so if I do it this way, again I'll expect you people to first generate your answer with you, and then I'll obviously give you my answer. So %2d and %4d. Okay, if that is the way we are printing it. Yeah. So again I'll wait for 5 seconds. you try to figure it out what will be the output, so that you'll be able to cross check with mine. Okay, I hope you have done that. So it'll be, for the first one, the output is going to be 4785, and there is a space already being put here, so there will be one space here which is a part of the output. And for second one, %4d, we only have 2 characters, so we'll have 2 blank spaces again extra, and it will print 27. Okay, now some of you might have thought of that it will only print 47, and that's not correct, because this gives you minimum number of characters required. So I actually had put efforts to avoid that confusion or discard your confusion, that if I have more number of characters, it has no problem to display. Minimum कितने characters होने चाहिए while displaying A? The answer is 2. I have more, 4785, 4 characters, perfectly fine, no problem at all. Keep that in mind, it does not discard the characters. Okay, so that is how you should be clear with. And for 27, if at all, here I have taken fill width as 4, I have only 2 characters, so accordingly it will have 2 blank spaces being displayed. Is that clear? So that is how rather fill width with printf behaves. Maybe we can take some more examples, like let's say if I have now currently I'm not dealing with float for a very simple reason. In the coming videos we will be looking at the concept of precision. So there you'll be able to first understand how exactly your float numbers are being displayed, and that time maybe I'll take examples by combining fill width as well as precision. But currently I just want to restrict myself purely to the fill width. Okay, so let me just take one more example for the sake of explaining the things further. So if I have int a as, let's say, 6542, okay, and if I say printf %, let's say 5d, okay, a very simple example. I guess by now you might have even prepared your answers also. That is 6542, there are 4 digits or 4 characters I can say, but the fill width is specifying minimum 5 characters, so it would display as 6542 with a blank space, so as to make the fill width of 5. Clear? So that is how rather fill width can also be used with printf. So what we have done in this video, we have understood the first component for controlling the input output, that is fill width. We have seen that the fill width can be used with scanf as well as with printf. Fill width with scanf gives you maximum that you can accept. Fill width with printf gives you minimum that you must have to display. If you don't have anything to display up to that level, or by matching the fill width, you will be using the padding characters, and the default padding character is a blank space. By default, the padding characters are displayed before the actual output. Fine. So that is how we'll be able to make use of fill width in a program, as well as we'll be able to determine the output if someone else has used fill width in the program. Fine. So as far as the current topic of fill width is concerned, that's it from my side. Thank you and happy learning.